For them, who are the Israelites? You know, the Israelites are the Israelites. We've been taught the Israelites. Let's see what the Bible says. Because it say we call them Jewish, right? If I tell you as a child, are you a child? You acting like a child, right? So they call themselves Jewish because they acting like a Jew. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. This is Jesus. He say, I know thy works and tribulation. He's talking about the real Israelites and poverty, but thou art rich. He's saying the Israelites are rich, not talking about money, but because the promises in the Bible are only for the Israelites. He say, and I know the blasphemy. Blasphemy is lies. He say the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not. He say somebody saying they Jews but are not. So it's somebody around here lying. Somebody ain't a Jew, but they saying they is a Jew. It's a way to tell who are the real Jews.
So you're saying Jesus just came for
I ain't saying nothing. Let me read it again.
He is like, well, interpret John 3:16.
Okay, so let's go there. John 3:16.
Jesus a black man too.
Right. John
3:16.
Right. So here, red letters again.
Yeah, read it.
It say, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but should have everlasting life.
So he loved the world,
Right.
And whosoever.
Right.
So whosoever is whosoever.
Let's see. Hold on, I got you. Let's see. Right, so we gotta, in order to understand 16, we gotta go up a little bit to see what he's talking about. So he say in verse 11, verily, verily, I say unto thee, we speak that we know, and testify that we have seen and have received not our witness. If I have told you earthly things and you believe not, how shall you believe?
Right.
If I tell you heavenly things, and no man hath ascended up to heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man, which is in heaven. And as Moses, now verse 14 is key. He say, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. So now he making a comparison. You know what he's talking about when he say, as Moses lifted up the serpent?
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying your point about he just came for his own, he just came to save his own.
Right.
So
into that. But I'm saying, in order to understand what he's about a world, you got more than one world. You got the sports world, you got the fish world, you got the hunting world, you got several worlds. A world, you put that up just means
yeah, but
not
no,
about the
no,
earth.
no, but when God says it, it's all engulfing. He don't have to pick and choose worlds because he's the God of the whole world.
Let's see.
See, if I say a certain world, then you might can get a certain this world, that world. But when God says, he's talking about the whole world.
Let's look at this 1 John chapter 4.
Yeah.
He said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. So if he said don't love the world,
now specifically there, he's talking about a certain earth atmosphere. Because
Isaiah 45:17.
Because the thing in the world, but before that, in John 3:16, right? But in John 3:16, he said God so loved the world. Right. But then he got specific there. He said, love not the world, nor the things in the world.
So if he said love not the world, or the things in the world, how is he coming back from the world?
Huh?
If he say love not the things or the things in the world, how is he coming back?
Because he's getting specific concerning a certain atmosphere, the point that you was making.
I don't think you understand me, bro. Look at this.
No, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I understand
what I'm saying.
You understand what you're saying?
Because
it's not that.
I used to think what you think.
I didn't bring the stuff
Until somebody showed me.
Yeah.
Until somebody showed me. Look at this.
Okay, let me ask you.
Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 2. Right.
Okay.
Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he promised, whom he anointed heir of all things, by whom also he made. You see that? Worlds. It's more than one world.
Hey, Ken, you'll get Isaiah for him.
Ain't the whole world. See, it's the world of the Israelites.
See, you got
that in Isaiah. Listen to this,
Check this out, brother. Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved, and the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
So Israel is a world. That's why I was saying you got different worlds. You got the fish world, Israel, the nation of Israel.
I understand that. But when God speaks in terms of the whole world,
that's him speaking.
Listen. In John 3:16, it said God so loved the world.
Okay,
right?
Let's look at what he
So how did you specify which world he was talking about?
He said it.
No. Who said it?
Look, read it to him again.
Isaiah, the prophet, chapter 45:17.
Bring it out.
But Israel shall be saved.
He specified. Who's gonna be saved?
Isaiah, I'm talking about when Jesus said God so loved, when the Bible said God so loved the world. You talking about what Isaiah said. Isaiah is a man of his own with his own perception, his own concept. And he could have been speaking of in terms of the world y'all talking about. But when God speaks, it's
Isaiah
different.
had the spirit of Christ. Listen to this. Searching what? This is 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 11. Searching what manner of time the spirit of Christ which was in them did seek. The prophets had the spirit of Christ. They didn't just say what they wanted to say. The only reason Isaiah said that is because he had Christ's spirit. And that's the only way he was able to prophesy.
But how can you relate what Isaiah was talking about compared to what John 3:16 is saying?
Because they talking about the same thing, bro. Listen to this.
But that's your perception of what he's talking about the same thing.
Okay, so he said as Moses lifted up the serpent, right? Before he talked about John, he said that in 14. He said, as Moses lifted up the serpent, so must the Son of Man be lifted up. So he making a comparison in order to understand.
Talking about Jesus. Talking about Jesus.
You gotta understand what
The Son of Man.
right.
Who is Jesus? The Son of Man.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Hey, your flight system.
What he's saying, you gotta understand what happened with Moses and the serpent. Because he made a comparison for a reason, right? So let's look at what happened with Moses. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 21 and verse 5. Right? So it says, and the people spake against God and against Moses. Wherefore have you brought us up out of Egypt? Now the people here is Israel. Right? Wherefore have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth is like bread. Okay. And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against thee. Pray unto the Lord that he take away these serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live. So it said everyone. Did that mean the Egyptians could look upon it and live? Or did it mean just the Israelites?
Well taken. Your point well taken. Yeah. I got one question. And if you can answer this question right here, then I can accept what you're saying. John 3:16, just like you said that when he said world, he was talking about like the sports world or this world or a different world. This is my one question. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. That, okay, listen.
according
And
to
it
the
shall come to
Bible,
pass
we will be the
that
Hebrews.
whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord
Yeah,
shall
that's
be
a fact,
saved.
King.
Forever, right?
Men of Israel hear these words.
That's the whosoever.
That's who he was talking to at that time.
Even when
But listen, brother, that's who he was talking to at the time. If I got a crowd of Jews, and I'm saying whosoever will, let them come, and I'm gonna reference who I'm speaking to.
Right.
But whomsoever means whosoever.
Okay, so if I got all y'all over here and I say whoever wants a soda to get one, am I talking about all these people? If I'm talking to y'all and I say whoever wants a soda can have one,
Now,
am I talking about everybody?
If you talking to us, you're not gonna say whosoever. You're not gonna use that
He
reference.
just said about the bananas.
You're not.
He said whoever want a banana can have one.
You're not gonna use that reference unless it's a multitude
He
or a
just
crowd.
said it. He got a bag of bananas right there. He literally just said that whoever want a banana can have one. He wasn't talking about all of them.
If they was over here, if they can.
But that's the point. When Jesus said that in John 3:16, him and Nicodemus was having a conversation. Who was a Jew? I'm just saying, look.
Listen, you wouldn't even use that type of you wouldn't even use that type of analogy if you was talking to a multitude or a crowd.
It's not an analogy though. It's just what was going on. Look.
So you can
verse 9.
Well, let me ask you this right here. So God is a respecter of persons.
No, nobody is. God doesn't respect persons.
By the concept you're using, he is a respecter of persons.
What's up, my brother?
He's not.
Hey, King.
He not gonna allow it.
Hey, you need to be out here with us, Hebrew.
When you get home, check that YouTube.
Yeah, I checked the weather. It ain't gonna rain here. It's a tornado watch in Cook County.
Bring it out to That's that brother that, you know the brother.
He look like 7.
That's that brother he be at over by City Tree.
Oh, you do?
Alright.
Testing. No. First and foremost, want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai. And we out here to let the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians know that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. God's chosen people, and it's high time to awake out of sleep. Salvation is nearer than what we believe. Because we are in the last days, man. Destruction is coming to America. Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shah, he's coming back to save his people, man. He coming back to save the Israelites. Right? And the Bible says high time to awake out of sleep. Because our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. We don't have 1,000 years here. Right? Yahweh Shah comes back real soon.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Right.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Right.
Right.
So our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. This was written thousands of years ago. And we in so-called 2023. And he said back then it's nearer than what we believe, man. So how much closer it is now, man. Right? So we have to wake our people up during this gun violence rally to let them know the only way to stop gun violence is to come back to the Most High God. That's the only way that we're going to stop the gun violence. We're not going to stop the gun violence by marching. We're not going to stop the gun violence by protesting. We've been trying that since the 80s. We tried marching since the 80s. Nothing happened. We tried rioting, breaking buildings, burning buildings down. Nothing happened. The only way we're going to stop the killing is to come back to the Most High God and keep his commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 54. It's the only way, man. Because if we don't come back to the Most High God, we're going to continue to kill each other. It's going to continue to be black on black crime.
Right.
But if we come back to the Most High God, all that will stop by this fire right here.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
it up.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
He said what?
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
So that's a curse from the Most High God, man. The Most High God said the reason why so much black on black crime and it's so much killing of our people in our community. We're the only race of people that kill each other over a block we don't even own. We're the only race of people that kill each other over color. Why is that? Because we're not keeping the Most High God's commandments. This is a curse that the Most High God said was going to happen to us blacks and Latinos, man. Right, give me Leviticus 19 and 17. Leviticus 19 and 17 shows if we all right now said let's apply Leviticus 19 and 17 to our life, it wouldn't be no black on black crime.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
So the Bible said we're not supposed to hate our brother in our heart, man. Right? We ain't supposed to be killing each other, man. We ain't supposed to be fighting each other, man. We're supposed to be with each other. We're supposed to be walking with each other. We're supposed to be keeping these commandments with each other, man. But we've been destroyed mentally. Right? We don't even look at each other as kings no more. And the Bible said that we are the gods on the face of the planet.
That's right.
Psalm 82 and 6 through 7. The Bible says we are gods on this earth, man. We're not no average Joes out here, man. We're not the people that you see on your everyday basis, man. We got the power of the Most High God in us. Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
I said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Right, so the Bible said, I have said you are God. A lot of people get offended when you be like, hey, man, you're a God on this earth. Oh, bro, no, bro, ain't no God. It's only one God. We are gods of this earth, meaning we got rulership on this earth, man. Give me 2 Ezra 6 and 55, man. Because the Most High God said this world, everything that you see was made for the Israelites' sake. We are supposed to be in rulership. And the reason why this world is in so much darkness and chaos, because the true people of the Bible is not in rulership. It's in darkness. You got all type of wickedness going on in high places because we're in darkness, man. We're in darkness because we're not ruling.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. For our sake. Verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also, whom thou hast chosen.
Right, so the Most High God got a chosen people. We got to start walking around here thinking everybody equal. That's not according to the Bible. That's according to what America taught us. America taught us that everybody equal. The Bible says that he got a chosen people. He said everybody comes from Adam, even his chosen people. Who are the Most High God chosen people? Give me Deuteronomy 76. Because the Most High God has a chosen people from the book of Genesis all the way to the book of Revelation. His chosen people never change.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right, so the Most High God chose the Israelites to be special people, and holy just means separate. So the Most High God put us aside. Give me 1 Kings 8 and 53. The Most High God put the Israelites aside every other race of people. Right, that's why you always read into the Bible. You always talk about the Israelites. The Israelites my people. If you don't keep my commandments, you're going to go through this. Start worshiping these fake gods. He always talking to the Israelites. And how we going to understand the Bible? We don't understand who the Israelites is according to the Bible. You're going to just be reading the Bible and not understand who the Most High God is talking to. Right?
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 53.
Yeah.
For thou didst separate them from among all the people of the earth.
He did what?
From among all the people of the earth.
Right.
To be thine inheritance.
To be our what?
To be thine inheritance, as thou spakest by the hand of Moses, thy servant, when thou broughtest our fathers out of Egypt, O Lord God.
Right, so the Most High God separated us, man. He separated us among all these different people on the face of the planet. Right, that's why the Israelites are the greatest people. Nobody can do the stuff that the Israelites can do, man. We naturally the best. We don't have to work. We don't have to train day in and day out in the gym to be the best. We just the best naturally in our blood. We got David in our blood, man. We got Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, in our blood, right? We got Samson in our blood. We got Isaiah in our blood. We got Ezekiel in our blood. We naturally the greatest people on the face of the planet. Hey, sister, did you know that you descend from the greatest people on the face of the planet? You knew that? Hey, have you ever heard the Israelites? What you heard about them? All right, so You will believe it? Let me show you what. Hey, but
Give me 1 Peter 2:9.
how we gonna be a light to the world if we don't even know who the Israelites? How we gonna be a light to the world if we don't even know who he is, man? That's why the Most High God send the prophets out to the highways every weekend to let our people know the truth.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Right, man. So the Bible keeps saying all throughout the Bible, chosen, chosen, chosen. Separate, separate, separate. You holy, holy, holy. But why is it people get mad when we say we holy? That's what the Bible says. Why do people get mad when we say that we God's chosen people? That's what the Bible says. We only quote what the Bible says. Every word that we say, we telling you what the Bible says. We telling you thus says the Lord. So how we gonna have a gun violence rally without having the Most High in the middle of it? Right. That's gonna be the only key to stop gun violence is to keep these commandments. Give me John 14 and 15. That's right. And that's the true image of who the world calls Jesus Christ, man. Hey, Jesus Christ was a so-called black man according to the Bible. Matter of fact, get that key. Jesus Christ was a so-called black man according to the Bible. So if Jesus Christ was a black man according to the Bible, how would his people look according to the Bible? We gotta get that image of white Jesus out of our mind. That's not the true image of Christ. Christ was a so-called Negro according to the Bible. He was a so-called African American according to the Bible.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow.
Right, so his head and his hairs were white like wool. Hey, Jesus had hair like the brother right there, man.
That's
he had
right.
hair like the brother right here.
That's
brother
right.
here. Jesus had white woolly hair, man. He didn't have blonde streaky hair. He had white woolly hair.
And his eyes like as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were like a flame of fire. He had red eyes. We drunk wine. That's Genesis. Right, man, we gotta get, and the reason why we out here to tell our people the truth.
They told us we had to move across the street. That's what, man, you can keep bringing it out, though, bro. The one I was just talking to. Oh. Yeah, you good? Hey, Hebrew. Come on over, man. Come on over.
Hey, sister, hey, y'all God's chosen people, y'all princesses on the earth. Remember that. Y'all ain't just black women, y'all God's chosen.
Hey, man.
There's a bit right here, man. You are brother, man. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
So his eyes was red because, hey, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, he drunk wine, man. And a lot of our people, when they drink wine, their eyes get red from wine.
We appreciate the little help, man.
He drank wine. He didn't drink to get drunk, but he drank wine, you know, to chill out and relax. So that's why his eyes was red. So you guys go back. So we describing the true image of Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, right? He was a so-called Negro according to the Bible, right?
And his feet, Revelation chapter 1 verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
The Bible says his feet was like brass. Now brass is like the color of a penny, and your feet look the same color of as your arms, as your face. It's the same color. So the Bible says his feet was like brass, as if it burnt in a furnace. So if you burn anything,
How you doing? Take one of those slides. What we doing?
describing the true image of Christ. You have a lot of people say nobody knows how Jesus looked according to the Bible. He was all colors. He was Middle Eastern, which is a direction. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to say that he's a so-called black man.
On the slave ship, they were calling us African American, black, nigger, Negro. But according to the Bible, we'll be Israelites from the tribe of Judah. And you see how your beard turning white and woolly? Same as his. Because we made it his image in his life.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14.
They don't want us to know that. Yes,
That
sir.
our Lord sprang out of Judah. That our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Right, so the Most High God, right? His son sprang out of Judah. Right, and Judah is the Judah. And Christ was the so-called black man. And the Judah. And the Jews are black. Right? So what are other people on there? Them people in Jerusalem right now we the real Jews.
Hey, bro. Hey, y'all take this slide with y'all, man.
We the only people. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So the Bible says you got a group of people right now that's going around saying they're the Jews, but they're the synagogue of Satan. Right now, everybody know when you think about, when a lot of people think about the Jews, they think about those white people over there in Jerusalem right now as being the Jews. But brother, you a Jew.
You are a Jew. You are not a black man.
Bring it out.
Being called a black man is an insult.
Bring it out.
We know our colors. We know the difference between black and brown.
Bring it out.
We call ourselves black, and we're not even the color black. Why we call ourselves African American? That's not even in the Bible. Why we call ourselves Negroes? That's not even in the Bible. Where these names and terms come from? God never called nobody African American. He never called nobody a Negro. We got to get into the Bible and see who we really is. Where we come from? What was our language? What was our heritage before we came over here to America? We not from here. We was brought captive here. Give me Jeremiah 17:4, King. Bring it up. Test. Appreciate it.
Bring it out.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Now, even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Right, man. So the reason why we don't know who he is, the reason why we calling ourselves black, African American, Negroes, colored, this is the reason why we got all these names, because we discontinue from our heritage.
That's a fact.
Why do we celebrate Christmas? Christmas is not in the Bible. Why do we celebrate Halloween? Halloween is not, everybody knows Halloween is a satanic day. You got people dressing like ghosts, people dressing like witches. You know what I'm saying? What? This is a satanic day.
Bring it out.
Why do we celebrate Valentine's Day? That's not in the Bible. Why don't we celebrate Passover? Why don't we celebrate Feast of Tabernacles? Damn it, why we don't celebrate these days? These are the days that the Most High God gave us.
Right.
But the reason why we don't is because the Bible said we was going to discontinue from our heritage.
Right.
We forgot who we is. We forgot our language. We wasn't speaking English before we came over here. They wasn't speaking Spanish before they came over here. The reason why the Hispanics speak Spanish because they was conquered by the Spaniards. So they only speaking the language that they gonna persecute them. They only speak English. We was speaking Hebrew.
Right.
We called the Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew was our language that we spoke.
That's right.
What was our dress code? What do we wear? You know what I'm saying? Because we forgot our heritage.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 29. If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a sedition of people.
Appreciate it, King.
Land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I, the Lord their God, for I am the Lord their God, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity.
In the what?
In the land of their captivity. In the land of their captivity.
And think upon my name.
Right, so the Lord, this was prophesied in the Bible that the Israelites was going to remember themselves in the land. Hey, you a king, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, you're a king. Hey, brother with the red shirt on. You a king, brother. Right, you an Israelite according to the Bible. Hey, Christ looked like y'all. Christ was a so-called black man.
Bring it out.
Like
That's a
right?
fact.
And we out here to wake our people up and let our people know the truth, because we've been lied to for 400 years. We've been lied to our whole life. Our whole life, as soon as we came out of our mother womb, we've been taught lies, man. The first title you get is a black man. We not black. Right? And the Bible said, in the land of our captivity, we're going to remember ourselves. So that's why you have brothers and sisters. You got an elder right here, man. The elder almost like 60 years old. You got different ages. 31 years old, 35 years old, 22 years old. You got 65 years old, man. We out here at different ages.
65,
we
man?
up in our captivity. Remember
65?
Remember
Man, you ain't no 65, man.
Right.
Man, you look good to be 65, bro. All praises, man.
All praise to the Most High, man. Right, the Most High God that us out here, man. And we're not going to be out here any much longer. The famine of word is coming real soon.
That's right.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
Ox knoweth his owner, and the ass is master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
Look how crazy it is. The Bible said the ox and the ass, they know they own it. Now these two animals, they're not the smartest animals, man.
Wait, come on.
He said the ox and the ass, they know who their owner is. They know when they get lost. They know where to go home to. They know who feeds them every day. But he said, but Israel, my people, they don't even know me. And they don't even care to know. This is the most high God said this about us, man. They give me because the Bible said, hey, we're stiff-necked people, man. Our people would rather be taught lies than truth. We don't want to hear the truth of the Bible. We rather hear lies. We rather hear pastor tell us we got a blessing coming our way. Oh, you got a blessing coming out your way. You want that new car. You got that new black. They'd rather hear pastor say that instead of us telling the truth that, hey, we the Israelites.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Right, so the Bible said, hey, the Israelites, we are stiff-necked people. We are very hard-headed, man. When it comes, no, give me that Jeremiah 4:22. We are very stiff-necked people, man. We don't want to hear the truth. Like I said, we'd rather hear lies. We'd rather be taught that everybody can be saved.
Bring it out, y'all.
White man, he loves everybody. We'd rather be taught those things than taught just as the Lord. They actually get into the Bible and show the brothers in the Bible that he only coming for Israel. They'll start talking over you. They don't want to hear your word. We're not speaking our word. We're speaking thus says the Lord.
That's right.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding.
Right.
They are wise
To do evil,
but to do good,
they
have
don't know.
no knowledge.
Right, so the Bible said, he said, my people. He always said my people. He never said everyone. He says my people.
Bring it out.
We wise to do evil. You know what the Israelites. We wise to do evil. And when it come to scamming, when it come to robbing, when it come to hot wiring the car, we be the first. We know how to do that. But when it comes to keeping the commandments, studying, when it comes to fasting, when it comes to bringing the word, start spending
Right. Right.
evil,
They go, don't tell them.
why they yelling? Why they so mad for it?
Lift up your voice, huh?
He's gonna show you this is our forefathers said the reason why we mad.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Surely oppression
Maketh the wise man mad.
and a gift destroy the heart.
Right, so the Bible says, surely oppression make a wise man mad. Every brother and sister should be out here mad right now, man. Thinking about the stuff that we should have. We out here spending money with our slave master face on it. We supposed to be having gold. We out here living in the project. We supposed to be living in mansions.
Say that.
We out here working. We ain't supposed to be working. This stuff is bad. When you get oppressed, when you want to he mastered, okay, hey, I can't oppress them, I can't let them know they oppressed, because they might try to kill me like that too. So I gotta oppress them in a small way. I can't change them, but I'm gonna put all this stuff, and I don't think they oppressed.
Right.
They forgot, you forget about your people.
Bring it out.
A lot about people like LeBron James, like all these celebrities, they get money and forget about their people, man.
They move to Calabasas.
They move to Calabasas. They move from the hood and move to Calabasas and forget about their people, man. Right? We out here mad because we oppressed. We're gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
This is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right.
They are all them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. Now what? They are hid in prison houses.
So the Bible says we are robbed and spoiled. Everything that we had, it's stolen from us. All our gold that we had, Queen Elizabeth over there in London, they got all our gold. We've been spoiled. Everything that we literally have, we got taken away from us, man.
That's right.
We're the first people here. Why do we have to pay a passport to leave the country? We're the first people here. It
Bring it out, up.
We robbed and spoiled. We got nothing. We went from having everything to have nothing. Everything was stolen from us.
Hallelujah. All right, brother.
You an Israelite, brother.
Hey,
You're a king on this earth, brother. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
This is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey and none delivered, for spoil and none saved.
Right.
Restore. Right, man. So the Bible said, the Bible just said that the Israelites hid in prison houses. What race of people occupy the prison? What race of people occupy the prison?
They take both of them. Give them
called black and Latino. This in the Bible. The Bible said that we're gonna be hid in prison houses, right? There was another one I wanted to. Give me Ecclesiastes 10:7, King. Right, man. Hey, this Bible been prophesying about us from the beginning.
That's right.
A lot of people don't believe in the Bible. A lot of people say the Bible is a fairy tale. It don't make sense. But we can look into the prophecy and how we living now to show you this Bible is real. To show you this Bible is talking about, hey, this Bible not talking about everybody on the face of the planet. Only one race, only one nation of people fit these curses that the Bible talks about.
They don't want you to
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. I've seen
right, brother.
servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. He that diggeth a pit shall
That's
fall
right.
into it, and whoso breaketh a egg.
That's right.
The Bible says he's seen servants upon horses. So way back in slavery, right, you always had the so-called white man on the horse. But then the Bible says the real princes, they gonna be walking. So you can pull up a picture right now on your phone of a white man on a horse.
That's right. That's a fact.
The Bible said the real princes was the ones that was walking. We the real princes of this earth, man. We the real kings of this earth. Right?
Not today, women say, I'm a home man.
Yeah.
Can't be that.
Independent.
We got.
And it's high time to come back to our God, man. Because coming back to our God is going to be the only way to change the situation that we
don't.
Like I
They don't know.
said
That's what we
Marching is not going to save us. Marching is not going to save us.
Protesting
Protesting is not going to save us. Rioting is not going to save us. The only way to save us is to come back to these commandments of God.
We got to get ourselves together.
Yes, sir.
That 1/3, he gonna come back and get us.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 3. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We have trusted our water for money. And then what? We have trusted our
Teach
water
that.
for money. Why do we have to
knowing
pay
that
for
we
water?
are the king.
Water that really naturally falls from
And
the
this is what
sky.
they do
We have to go to the store and pay for it. It don't. Why do we have to do that? We don't never question these things. Why do we have to pay for food that grows from trees? We never question these things because we are oppressed. A lot of people, a lot of our people don't think we oppressed no more. Oh, that was in the past. We're not oppressed no more. But you can't even eat real food. You eat GMO food. Right, so let's show you right here that you oppressed. Our wood is sown unto us. We labor and have no rest. We labor and have no rest. The Bible said we labor and have no rest. We constantly working, man. We constantly working. We have no rest. Some of our people gotta work 3 or 4 jobs. You know what I'm saying? You barely get paid. We barely get paid all the working that we do.
How you living, bro?
But we still serving. This is the book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Yeah, they work. Ye have sown much
man. You already
and bring in little. So we put all
man
that
falls
work
7
in for
times.
the so-called white man to make money off us. But yet we bring in little. We still not bringing enough money to pay the bill. Why do our mothers, our women shouldn't have to work 3 jobs, man? They work in 3 jobs and still be only a little bit enough to pay the bill. Because this is what the Bible says. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. So the Bible said, when you earn your wages, when you earn your money, it's like you putting it into a bag of holes. It's like it goes so quick. Soon as you get that check, you got to start paying bills. And then you're like, dang, bro, where my money got? Where my money went at? Because this is what the Most High God said was going to happen. We was never made to be going through the stuff that we're going through.
That's right.
We was never made to be doing this. The only reason why we doing this is because we broke the commandments.
That's right.
Everybody out here, they say they love God.
That's right,
How
dog.
do you truly love God according to the commandments? Because if you ain't showing that you love Him, what you doing? You showing that you hate Him.
You hate Him.
Give me John 14 and 15.
Bring it out.
We're going to show you how you truly love God. Because you can't, like the brother always say, you can't give God a hug to show Him that you love Him. You can't give God a kiss. You can't call God and be like, hey, Father, how you doing out there? I just want to let you know I love you. You can't do that. How do you supposed to show God that you love Him while we here on this earth? The Bible got all the answers. Bring it up.
This the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
You love me,
Keep my commandments.
So the Bible said, if you truly love the Most High God, you're going to keep His commandments, man. And the only way to truly love the Most High God
sis. Repent.
That's the only way to show to know that you love God.
Nah, we don't take no money, King. We don't take money. We don't take money. We don't take donation neither. Just repent, man.
Give me John, 1 John.
Just repent, bro. All right, brother.
Love, brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get your number before you leave.
229,
Yeah.
223, 7536.
What's your name, King?
Shabar.
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 I'm going to call him and say it.
This the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 4. He that said, I know Him, and keepeth not His commandments is a liar. The what is a liar? And the truth is not in
Shabar.
him.
Hey, we're going to be checking on you, brother. We're going to check on you, man.
All right, but you don't keep His commandments. Hey, love, brother. We're going to stay in touch.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the Bible said, if you out here saying that you love God and you don't keep none of His commandments, the Bible said that you a liar, man. The Bible, and you have a lot of people a lot of people don't know how the Most High God operates. They think He's just all love and cotton candy, and the Most High God will call you a liar. The Most High God will laugh at you. Why He said you're a liar if you don't keep His commandments.
Verse 5. But whoso keepeth His word,
Right.
his man is the love of God perfected. Hereby know that we are in Him.
So the ones this how you know if a person truly love the Most High God. If they keeping the commandments. We know faith without works is dead. Get that verse.
This the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it out, up.
For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. What? His commandments are not grievous.
We show the Most High God that we love Him by keeping His commandments. And His commandments are not grievous. The Most High God commandments are not hard to keep. It's not hard to not eat pork. It's not hard to keep the Sabbath day. It's not hard to love your brother. We just make it hard because we wicked as hell. That's why we make it hard. It's easy if we keep it. It's easy if we truly love the Most High God. Right? Give me because faith without works is dead. People say I got all the faith. Now how do you show you have faith in the Most High God? By keeping the commandments. Your works show the Most High God that you got faith in. You can't just say that you got faith in the Most High God and don't keep none of His commandments. How do you know?
This the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
Be ye doers of the word. What?
Be ye doers of the word.
The Bible says, be ye doers of the word. You can't just be hearers of the word and be like, yeah, I believe, and you ain't keeping no commandments. The Bible says, be ye doers of the word. When the scriptures tell you to do something, when the scriptures tell you where your preaching, when the scriptures tell you to keep the Sabbath day, that's you being a doer of the word.
And not hearers only.
And not hearers only like a lot of people live in the church. They just hear the word, but they don't want to apply the word to their everyday life. That's all.
Deceiving your own self.
The Bible says you deceiving yourself. When you truly say you got faith and that you believe, but you ain't doing no work, you just sitting on the couch, you deceiving your own self. You bugged out, as the Bible says. You a bug out.
That's right, up.
If you doing that, right?
This is the book of James, chapter 2 and verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble.
And tremble.
So what's the difference between you and the demons, man?
Right.
Because if you just say that you got faith in no works, you do the same thing as these demons. They believe. We have a lot of people say, I believe in God. But these demons believe in God. So what you doing differently than them? What you doing different than these demons? The reason what make us different because we believe and we put forth the works to show we believe.
That's right.
Right? So it ain't nothing for you to say you believe. There's nothing that you believe. Okay, show me how you believe. Show me.
Show me your faith without works.
Show me your faith without works.
James chapter 2 and verse 18. Yea, a man say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
So show faith without your works. If a man comes up here right now and say, I got faith in God, how are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know that? Like, how are we supposed to believe you? But if a brother come up here with fringes on, you know what I'm saying? He coming up just to listen to the word. He loving his brother. He got his family in house. He got his family in order. If he come up and say he got faith, we be like, okay, yeah, the brother, he got his Bible open, reading along with us. Okay, the brother, he got some faith. But if somebody come up here don't have no fringes on, they say, my damn pastor come up here, saying I got faith in God. You breaking the commandment. Give me Leviticus 11.
Little brother, come on, man. Yeah, you.
Come here. 2 minutes, King. 2 minutes. Hey.
I see you.
Leviticus 11 and 7, man, because the Bible said we're not supposed to be important.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Check it out.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be clothed with it, he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Right, so the Bible said that swine that a lot of our people love to eat, that pork chop, that bacon, that ham, that pepperoni, all of that is an abomination. The Bible specifically said that we're not supposed to eat pork. And I seen something on Facebook that was like, Christians say that, I can't remember what they said. It said something like, Christians believe that we they say that God not going to judge us by what we eat. But they believe that Adam and Eve got kidnapped because that's the same thing with the pork. If the Most High God said don't eat it, what makes you think you can eat it? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So the swine is what's killing the black community the most. The swine is like the top 3 that's killing our people. That pork that we eat, that's killing our people the most, probably more than gunpowder, or close to it, because that pork is messing up your body. Pork chop, bacon, that's not food, that's slave food. That's why in slavery, they fed us chitlins. Chitlins is not food. Pig feet is not food, that's not real food, man. Got worms on. Pigs are the nastiest animals on the face of the planet. The Bible says it don't chew the cud, it don't digest food properly. We are gods on this earth, we're not supposed to be eating pork. Keep going, King.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Hey, King,
They
you got a
are
minute?
unclean to you.
You got a minute?
These shall ye eat of all that are in the water. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And that all that have not fins and scales in the sea and in the rivers, of all that move in the water, and of any living thing which is in the water, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Right, so the Bible gets very specific in our Bible. Because us being king and our women being the princess of this earth, we're not supposed to be consuming all these different type of food. Because the reason why it got a dietary law in the Bible is because it's order, it's structure, it's to keep us in check. Why wouldn't the Most High God give his chosen people rule? We'll be bastards if he didn't give us rule. So he gave us certain foods that we're supposed to eat to make sure our temples stay up straight so we can judge the world. Right? So the Bible says we can eat anything in the water that got fins and scales. So what do our people love eating in the water that don't got fins and scales?
Y'all don't mind being on camera, do you? Y'all don't mind being on camera, do y'all?
Abominations. Those are sea roaches. The crabs are made to make the water clean. Right? That's why you're looking at all these different waters. All the water is dirty because they taking all the crabs and shrimp and lobster out of the water. And we're consuming those sea roaches. All they eat is sea roaches.
Can't give this made up stuff because it sound and feels so good because these preachers that talk.
Right, so come with, hey, and that's why a lot of our people, they know the truth,
who he
but they
is.
don't want to come into the truth because they have to have order. A lot of people don't want to be told what to do. That's why they go to Egyptology. They damn say they Egypt. They don't got no rule. They can do whatever they can have. Do whatever they want to do. But
The power is in the word. That's the power.
That's the real gun.
Neither shall thou mourn the corner of thy beard. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor write any marks upon you. I am the
Get
Lord.
away from it, you know.
The Bible says
They
that
got
we can't
rest.
round the corners of our head, can't get no bald head, can't get no bald head, or you can't cut your beard off. The reason why the Most High God said keep a beard is because the beard is a sign of marriage.
No, we don't say
It's like a badge of honor, man.
This is what we
Right?
gonna do.
It's like a badge of honor. So
We
men,
don't follow God.
you have to grow your beard. You can't get no bald head. Right? Because that's what the Egyptians is doing.
God is my law.
I heard that,
We got to get into what his laws is. What all his laws are saying. What we're supposed to wear, what we're supposed to eat. All this pertains to Israel. No other nation. Only Israel. We got to get to know understanding. Without Jews doing the thing.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 3.
That's
After
right.
the doings of the land
That's
of
right.
Egypt, wherein
That's
you
true.
dwelt, shall you not
No, we
do.
don't want to because
And after the doings of the land of Canaan,
we are on
whither I
God
will
now.
bring you,
Let me
shall
get
you
up.
not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances.
See, it's
You
good.
can't do the things
Huh?
that the Egyptians was doing. This one of the main reasons why we got all these laws. They going against what the Egyptians was doing. What's up, brother? You got 2 minutes? You got 2 minutes? All right, go ahead. What image do you see? Every time you see that image, you got TikTok. When you see it on TikTok, what image do they show? What man, how he look on TikTok? He look white, right? Do you believe that?
But on TV they say he false. Like they say he not white or black.
They say not white or black. See, that's what they say they do, but we gonna have you long, young king. We finna show you in the Bible how it really look. So we ain't gonna let you be lied to. We been lied our whole life. We been taught our whole life that he was a white man. You see him on TikTok, on Facebook, they be like, repost this or you gonna die, and they be a white man. But the Bible say he look like you, and I'm finna show you. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. So they describing Jesus Christ. The Bible said Jesus Christ, his head and his hairs were white like wool. You know the texture of woolly hair? You ever heard of? It's like your hair. Wool is the texture of your hair, but his hair was white though. So he had like, if he grew his hair out, we don't know how exactly what kind of hairstyle he had, but if he would have had an afro, it'd look like you, how you would grow an afro out. So he had hair like you. Keep going. And his eyes were like a flame of fire. Right, so his eyes was red like fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Right, so his feet were like brass. Brass is like the color of like a penny. But the Bible said, ain't your feet the same color of your body? So if his feet was like brass, as if it burnt in a furnace. So just ask, let me ask you, if you burn anything, what color does it turn? If you burn it, if you burn like a shirt or something, what color is it gonna turn? Like if you burn anything, what color it get?
Like,
It get dark.
yeah, you burn some paper.
If you burn paper, it get dark. So it said his feet was like brass. So if his feet was like brass, as if it burnt in a furnace, how his whole body look? Give me that damn 26. How his whole body look? Then if his feet was like your feet, how his arms look? What color was? Same
There you go,
thing.
you smart, bro.
Same thing. So let me get this right here too to prove. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10 and verse 6. His body was also like the pearl, and his face was the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet, like in color to polished brass. Same thing he said in Revelation. So he was a black man. He looked like you. When he was younger, he probably had to cut like the fade like you. You never know. But he was one of us. So don't let TikTok fool you. Don't let all these movies fool you when you see a white man playing with blonde hair with blue eyes. Don't let that fool you, because the Bible said he looked like you, and he was an Israelite. So if he was an Israelite, what that make you, brother? If he was an Israelite and you come from the same line of the same people as him, what that make you?
I'll make sure. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Take it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna break it down to you. Before you leave, you gonna realize who you is according to the Bible. Cause you ain't black.
Nah.
Your shirt black. Is your skin color the same color? It's brown. So why we get told we black? We ain't even the color black. We call ourselves a color in the crayon box. Or I'm a black man. I'm a black woman. That's disrespectful to who he is according to the Bible.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. So king. I'm gonna call you a king because you is a king. I'm not gonna call you an African American. I'm gonna call you a king because you is a king. The Bible said the Lord God, he chose a people to be like basically to be the best people on the face of the planet. Right? So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Hey, man.
Who are the best athletes?
Hey, you gotta repent, sis.
Who the best athletes? Hey, who the best dancers? Who the best cooks? Who the best musicians? Make music. Hey, the Bible said the Israelites are the greatest people on the face of the planet. So you descend from the Israelites.
Brother Willie, they gonna regret that, ain't they?
Hey,
Every
you tell them that.
every idle word, right? Okay.
You love this world.
Okay.
I'll say you already know that. Come from you. Give me that Jeremiah 7:14. And it's very important to know these things. Because school, when you get older, how old you is, brother? You 10? Okay, when you get older, you're gonna have history class. They're not gonna tell you about your real history. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. They're not gonna tell you who you is. They're gonna make you think that you nothing. That's why they never tell us about our history. You have to really dig and try to find our history. But we're telling you right now, as your brother, because we love you, brother, that you are a king on this earth. Right. And they're not gonna tell you that you live in no. Imagine you descend from the greatest man that ever walked the earth. He never told you. He died.
If you love God,
Anybody can say that.
if you love God, obey. And guess what? You are his.
That's right.
You know y'all. How you acting like that? You don't know.
More likely be from the tribe of Judah.
You know the law.
So Christ wasn't from the tribe of Judah.
Okay, now
So
to study the law.
You literally spring out the same
That was
tribe as him. You literally come from the same tribe as Christ.
you want to live in it.
And that's the
Yes,
thing.
you living in the world doing the worldly things. You are hating Christ. You're not following his laws.
Basically,
His chosen.
I'm gonna show you
You
something.
didn't give him the world. You gave him it. And our
Book of
forefathers
Leviticus,
loved
chapter
black
11 and
people
verse
because
7.
sin
And the
came.
swine,
Sin
though he
came.
divide the hoof
Sin
and be
came.
cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the blood. He is unclean. Of their flesh shall ye not
How you
eat.
doing? You got a minute before us hit a word?
They are
2 minutes.
unclean to you.
So the Bible
2 minutes. Thank you.
we're not supposed to eat bacon because that don't digest.
Y'all come over.
Look into a pig, brother. A pig is the nastiest animal on the face of the planet. It got to be nasty. We was never made to eat pork. A pig was made to clean the earth. So don't eat that bacon. Don't eat that pork. Right? So wait till good.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the sea.